for the Swedish roster. GodSent, they impressed us yesterday versus Renegades. How will they fare now versus the well-oiled machine that is Liquid? Naf, formerly a bit of a Renegade himself over here in Apartments. You can see why as he takes the head off of Hampus. Early man advantage gained, and, well, Twist's going to back away. Naf's going to keep going aggressive, though. They're not done with this one just yet. Naf pushing in towards ult mid. If they rotate back with the bomb, he's primed perfectly to shut this down. That's the bomb dropped, and Naf hits the ground running. Oh, my goodness. How did he land that shot? Third kill of the round. And he's feeling fancy. Nitro denies any possibility of an ace with a double kill of his own, but what a start for Liquid. They find the pistol round, and I mean, GodSent, we praised them for being an aggressive team. They just haven't tasted their own medicine there, Tom.
Yeah, Naf was confident in that interview, and this pretty much shows why. Like, they just a few like disgusting kills. I will say though, look, cold-faced killer.
He's a man of many emotions.
This is actually him when he's happy.
I mean, to be fair, that was him getting... Oh, smiled. He's doing it.
I enjoyed that.
To be fair, otherwise you wouldn't have known. He just killed 3 people in that. Like, you would. That just looks like anything else. Like, did he die on an eco? Did he get a team kill that threw the game? You never know with Naf.
He just won the lottery.
Oh, well, here we go. Twist. Gonna open up. Now force back the hero of the previous round. Ooh, 2 kills for him over here towards B. And he is a force of nature. They don't want to go towards Nafly. Instead, it's back towards A they go, where Twists and Nitro lie in wait.
Yeah, we know that GodSent are pretty damn good with these pistols, but when they can get away with anywhere near as much as they did yesterday. Just remember, on the second map, I think it was Renegades won both pistols and lost both second rounds, so they really are good with these, but Naf has already turned things back into an advantageous position. Twist. I forgot there's twist and twist. That's going to be brilliant.
No, I like it. Twists on twist on twist. Let's go. It is just Twist and Hampers left. And they're going to be running into twists. And, well, either way, a twist kind of wins that. Nitro, double kill for him. Liquid going to move up 2-0, Tom?
I do have to say that, considering, like, Team Liquid paid for Naf from Renegades, but whatever it was worth it. Like, he really has been an excellent player for this team. And he was brilliant in Renegades as well. So it was one of those purchases that I can't imagine was cheap, but at the same time, like, he was so good and he really has just continued that way. And,
you know, we have like a bit of a free round. It's just Glocks. You're not expecting much from GodSent. This is a good time to talk about Naf as an addition. I love it. But I also think you've got to thank Renegades a lot. Ooh, Nitro, you're going to feel pretty upset about that one. I'm hoping not too much happens here, but actually a few kills are being found. So we'll pay attention to it. But anyway, like I say, I think you have to thank Renegades quite a bit if you are Team Liquid, because that was really the team where Naf came into his own. Like, up until then, he was pretty quiet. He fell into like perhaps a bit more of like a supportive role. He joins Renegades, and suddenly it's like he realizes, no, I can be the star of this team, you know, and then he does, and he does become the star of Renegades, and then moves to Liquid, and then he just keeps going in that same direction, you know, going from strength to strength. Yeah, exactly. And that's something I really like about this Liquid roster, is there's such an abundance of firepower. You know, you look at all the names here, and there's been times where all of these guys have kind of been stars in their own right. Maybe not Taco, but he's coming into that role now more since he's joined this roster. And he's such a, you know, and also a solid player,
one
so
of the
reliable
best players in the world ever. So, and the thing is, I actually like the move that they went for, like bringing him in. Either way, we're into our buy rounds. We can stop. Wow, brown nosing is what it sounds like at the moment. If you're a GodSent fan, you probably didn't enjoy the last few minutes of chatter.
That's very true.
But, well, the Swedes are now going to look to show us what they've got. Prove us wrong in this series. The odds are against them. Seems like our desk is against them, and Elige is definitely against them. He's already found himself the first kill, but Hampus is going to trade things back, and he's up closer than FG9, does damage, but nothing more. And in fact, Disco Doppler, Freddy B even finds one on the other side of the map. It is going to be the quick rotation in from Taco. This is more of a bonus round with the SMG still in play, and Taco trying to flash himself through, instead just leaves himself blind. And now Twist is all that remains. the young star is dead.
Oh, Tom, look, we had a little walk down memory lane for Liquid. We can take a look at GodSent as well. The thing that interests me most about this team is they're like a team of up-and-coming Swedish talent that at some point, the majority of these guys have had chances on bigger teams, but it's never really worked out, right? And that's like for whatever reason. Some of them were pretty good in their teams that they've been in, but others it's like maybe the personalities didn't gel. So I think like for these guys, this is such a big opportunity to show, you know, they're like where other teams or other players might have given up on the young talent. This is like them banding together and a chance to prove that they do have what it takes to compete at the top level.
Yeah, I definitely like this sort of mix of players. I think like we've seen them in a lot sort of worse teams before this, like Freddie B basically winning all the way through that Gfinity Elite Series on his own. Like that was a sort of insane performance from him. The Twisters obviously sort of bounced around different teams. Disco Doppler rose and then fell quite heavily. So it's nice to see them all come through in a roster of, I don't want to call them the rejects, but it's the rejects. They've actually come out in better form than when they were in sort of other teams. So yeah, it's definitely looking good for them. And in this round, at least, they've taken themselves that early kill. Now, they've had a lot of damage back, but the fact is the CT side have already expended all of their utility. They've only got a few flashbangs left. It's already going to be the push back towards the site. Actually throwing in a bit of a fake by the looks of it on towards B. Bomb, in the meantime, going to go rotating, and it seems like Liquid almost wanted to fall for the bait, but they will still leave a couple of players here. The time ticking down to just 20 seconds left on the clock, and it is only Twist in this site, but he will go down, at least trading things back. And actually, Taco's managed to find another one. Nitro just waiting on the corner, can do even more. And although there's only 2 players here, they've left it down to just 1. An absolute shutdown. Not a single frag goes the way for GodSent. In a 4v2 on the site, Liquid have just ruined them.
They absolutely have, Tom. It is a disaster for GodSent. They get completely shut down. That crossfire, by the way, between Taco and Nitro, that's something you're going to see come up a few more times over on that A-bomb side. And it's so strong. It's so hard to deal with. Taco down in the pit, putting up numbers, and then he has Nitro to support from inside the bomb site. You notice that GodSent gets slowed down so much on that site take, and that's because of all the utility being expended from Team Liquid to hold them away. And it buys so much time. I mean, you notice like they tried to sell that fake. Rotations are already coming through. They dealt with the one guy that was over at B. The round just becomes a disaster there for the Swedes. Ooh. Yeah, this good Opler's going to learn a thing or two about standing there as he gets tagged down to 13 HP. Twist in a similar boat. Actually, the same boat.
Yeah, boat that has a lot of holes in it.
You know what you call that, Tom?
Not a boat.
That's good enough. Yeah, we'll go with that. Here we go. Brolin in apartments. Brolin, I believe, was the dude that came from... was he one of the ones that came from Gamers?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That was... that's always interesting. I like that. You know, that like these guys are going on.
At least one of them did well.
Here he is as well over in apartments. He's showing us he is a gamer through and through. They're going to go ahead and juggle the A count of Freddie B. He is full HP. And now they look to try and take control of top of mid. Taco and Twists. All that stands between GodSent and this A-bomb site with 3 players grouped up on Banana. Rotations can come in. You can see now Fly and Nitro starting to pressure down towards mid, and they're just going to go rushing through. GodSent aren't ready for this at all. In comes the backstab from Nafly. Quick double. Oh, he's going to get all 4. And it is just Hampus left in a 1 versus 5. He's going to take a Liege down with him, but the bombs drop. There's players all around. He's surrounded. Nafly in with the ace. He's 12-1. And you can see why he was so confident in that interview, Tom. He is tearing GodSent a new one.
Yeah, just a ludicrous round coming out from him, and it's always nice. Like that's the one thing I've liked about players who do come into things like that. I think that was like, it was cocky but not overly cocky. But then if you back it up, it's fine.
At the same time, if you fail tremendously, yeah, it's also great, right?
It's great for us.
Yeah,
it's awful for you.
Yeah, but like I love nothing more when guys are like, oh, you know, I'm gonna ruin this team,
Who comes
and then
to
they get
mind?
wrecked. I know it comes to mind for you, Tom.
Maybe config.
Yeah, you could say that. For me, one that I liked was Nekker's tweeted saying he was going to send Cloud9 home and then went 0-16. Which is such a shame. He's actually a good player. But yeah, Disco got with the Glock, manages one to Elige. Kind of grim compensation for the fact that he just, you know, like a true goblin in the back line, just tearing your team apart.
I made $2,400 while doing it.
He did. He's feeling pretty good. But $2,400 is not what he wants to make. He wants to win the grand prize here. He wants to make a lot more dollars than that. So they're hoping to get this win versus God.
Cheeky 300k, it's not bad.
It's not bad at all, is it, Tom?
It's almost your day rate.
I actually...
Could you imagine?
You know, I wasn't going to say it on broadcast, but yeah. Here's Taco. Balling. Over and apart. Oh, Taco's balling. That's 2 quick headshots. Freddy B. What are you going to do? Your teammates, they've been stripped away from you. They've had their faces removed, and you can't even deal with the man that did it. You're just going to let him walk away. So now a 2-man advantage gained for Team Liquid. What did GodSent do? They are getting steamrolled right now, Tom. They haven't been in a single one of these rounds, it feels like.
Yeah, that's just one of those things where now Liquid just seem to be in like sheer BM confidence mode. And when that happens, I basically GodSent have to punish them at least once. Otherwise, this game they'll never come back from it. Because that is just absolute filth. That's the sort of play that, well, his teammate Fur used to make on a regular basis. However, that shot is pretty nice. And because of the boost up, it might be misleading. Elige even goes for a repeat. Risky stuff considering they only had a 1-man advantage, but it doesn't seem to matter. Taco, we mentioned, normally more of one of the sort of supportive players, but that was a star move. As now 7-1 up. The money's starting to boom. The T side can't say the same as they are left with barely any cash, enough for some pistols into this round at least. And the fact is, well, we sort of mentioned, hey, maybe the weakness of Liquid is that they won't be able to get an AWP. They don't need one. They just don't need it.
Yeah, you really don't need an AWP right now, do you? Not when Naf is 12-2. The rest of the guys are doing just awful things to GodSent. And they go aggressive down through mid. No, they're not. They changed their mind. Taco doesn't even head into apartments this time. They've slowed down a bit. They're going to give some respect away at GodSent. But you can already see the effect this has had. Like, they're so scared to actually try and take control. The waiting back in mid to see if any aggression comes through. Which indeed it did earlier. Almost understandable. And this is a nice adjustment from Team Liquid. You mentioned how GodSent are inevitably going to try and exploit some of this confidence, some of the aggression. And Liquid, they've tapered it off at what feels like just the right time. We noticed that GodSent hanging back a lot more, playing this round more passively, hoping Liquid continue with that aggression, and they have not.
Holding in their crossfire. Twist doesn't even need vision as he takes down his alter ego, his Swedish counterpart. Disco Goblin trying to solve the mystery here of how to break this CT side defense. So far, it's not going so good. And the fact is, a lot of the plays that we see from Team Liquid, like, they're jumping into very aggressive angles. You think, okay, this is where they get shut down. And instead, they just still find the kills every single time. They completely abandon the B site. Elige gets there just in time to stop Hampus getting onto the site itself. And, well, now Freddy B, if there's no resurgence soon, he may be more Freddy broken than Freddy Beast. Does at least manage to retrieve himself a rifle for a second, but again, it's another blind frag for Liquid as they get their 8th on the board. This is their map choice, but at the same time, this is going bad.
Yeah, for those of you who maybe just follow the scene casually, an 8-1 scoreline on this map is pretty bad, Tommy. You summed it up well. This is not good for GodSent. Inferno used to be very, very CT-sided. It still is, but not in the same vein that it used to be. Even then, I don't think it was ever 8-1 CT-sided. So this time they've got the AWP on Twist, so we haven't really seen him get to play around with this. Maybe this could be a turning point here for GodSent. Maybe this is the change that they needed. They've slowed down a bit.
But just look, this is the thing. Look at where he is playing at the moment. This is literal fear from just what happened from Taco. He is just holding all the way back and watching the apartments, just in case anybody goes pushing. This is wasting a ridiculous amount of time, and he's not actually looking for picks as like a sort of aggressive AWPer. It's like actual static AWPing of just, okay, well, they've been coming to us, so let's try and counter that. And the second you get into that sort of mindset and talk about playing your own game, that's scary. Because, okay, the T's have now taken some banana control, but it's a lot of time gone by. Granted, the CT side have actually used a lot of utility. Like, there's 55 seconds left, and they have one incendiary and a few flashbangs. The problem is, the highlight clips, for me at least, they've not come off the back of just a flashbang or two. It's mainly been just them just out-aiming their opponents. And already, there is going to be multiple players here. Tackling straight through the smoke, manages to get himself a first. Rotation is in, and they haven't actually cleared Nafly at all. He's going to be able to find a double. A mistake from GodSent. The hand around away. He even taps the head off another. And it's, yeah, like I said, it doesn't even seem to matter. They don't even use the incendiary. They just hold it in their hands. It's on his little belt as he just walks around killing people.
Yeah, no, that's pretty brutal. You know, I can see, Tom, that you've got an incendiary in your pocket for Naf as well. I mean, he's looking fantastic right now. 3 kills there in the hold. And what more can you do? He's 15-3. The confidence is building up for the start on this Liquid roster. GodSent, they've gone for the force buy. Actually, going to miss that first shot down mid. In the meantime, up through Banana. Relee's going to be able to drop out Brolin. Hampus perishes from fire and flames, and Nitro misses it once again. He's not going to go back for more this time. Continuing with the aggression. I think actually very fortunate that nade has been thrown at him. Despite landing on it, clipped into the wood. And didn't do any damage. It's kind of upsetting, but a little bit of damage onto Naf isn't really much to write home about. They have taken a Liege down low, but they've lost 2 players for it. They have no map control either. They're having to fight back everywhere they go. So now clearing Banana. You can see the fear in Disco Doplin's eyes. Well, you can't, but you can in the way he's moving right now. All these angles could hold a Team Liquid player lurking in the back line. Instead, it's Naf on the coffins. Good thing he's got 3 coffins here standing upon, because he's about to fill them up with 3 bodies. There's the peek in. Disco Doppler and Freddie B both fall. And Naf, it's looking easy for him. He shuts them all down on Banana. And we are witnessing a masterclass here from Nafly. 10-1.
He's 19-3. Like, I don't even know what you do at this point. He is just playing better. And it's I want to just think that Renegades are somewhere sitting, just like, yes, yes, Nafly, do to them what they did to us. Destroy them.
It's even better because, you know, in a way, maybe this is some revenge for what they did to his ex-teammates.
Yeah, it's sort of a double-edged sword, though, because it's in a way, it's just like, well, if we'd had that guy still in our team, maybe we would have won. Because he is... Well, he's going off the chains. There's no doubt about that. But it's not like anybody else is particularly slacking. I'm pretty sure Nitro's something like 6-2. Like, he's just not seen anyone. Naf's just able to run away with things. And GodSent, they're going to take a moment to try bring this back. But it is looking like another stomp. And the problem is, GodSent has said, we've sort of seen them as a momentum-based team, a very basic team where confidence is key. Them having their aim on point is a big, big factor when it comes to this team, because I don't feel like they have a lot of in-depth strategy to fall back on. And because of that, even going into the second map, if they're still feeling demoralized, if Twist isn't sort of up to the standard we saw yesterday, they're going to struggle. And that's the thing. Even if they bring their A game, that may not be enough. And the fact is, so far, they haven't even come close.
Yeah, they have not, Tom, but there is still time. The Swedes, as you say, their aim can hold true. They know what they've got to do. Team Liquid, time being, all eyes are on you. Comes through. Taco. Other side of that smoke. Just going to back away. GodSent, they've got 50 seconds to play with. Plenty of utility. They haven't thrown any of that out right now. They've been very, very good at getting rid of the utility on the tool belts of Liquid. But now they have to do more than that. They're going to start to push out towards middle. Taco trying to peek through the gap in this smoke. Who sees each other first? The feet of Hampus right there, and Taco, he's in with a double through the smoke. What can you do about that? He's going to go back for more. Nafly from the graveyard, aptly so, as he does shut down Brolin. He's going to get buried, though, sent home in a body bag, and now it is a Liege here along with Twists in the pit. The bomb dropped, and a Liege doubles down. As him and Twist, they combine, find 2 kills between them. Liquid 11-1. This feels like it should, I don't know, we need like a not safe for work tag on this game. This is just brutal, Tom.
I'm pretty sure that the logo of GodSent has just changed, as there's now a tear starting to form in the eye, as they're just getting destroyed so hard. So Liquid slowly pushing their way through. That's what it is.
Hey. That was actually, it actually took me a second to get that one. But, yeah, it's been a long day, Tom.
No, it hasn't. Been here a few hours.
Yeah, that's a long day for me at this point.
I'm used to my like 1 hour shifts. It's a tough life.
Let me tell you, Tom, when I used to work in a supermarket, okay, it was awful. There you go. That's the end of that story. Here we go. Brolin.
Brilliant.
Hope you enjoyed that little anecdote.
Riveting.
Yeah. Yeah, he is peeking at him towards the middle. He's going to go rushing forward. Twists Taco. And Nitro here to hold back GodSent. They've got very, very close thanks to this wall of smokes. But that doesn't matter, because when you get close to a beast like Taco, is going to shut you down. And they do manage to trade him out, but they haven't contended Twists down here in the pit. As him and Naflight shut this round down. It's kind of hard at this point to get too excited about anything Liquid are doing. You're expecting them to win, like every round. So,
yeah, they're just not really dying.
That is sort of the problem.
It makes things quite difficult.
Twist is the AWP again.
So they have 19 deaths between them. And Naf has more kills than
all of GodSent. Yeah, that's pretty...
Oh, God. That's not even the stat I meant to create.
Yeah, I know.
But it is, because, yeah, well, unless they've got some TKs, and in which case that's even worse. But, yeah, they're back with a buy. Twist has got his AWP. They're going to try and... What, they're aiming for 3. Like, that's the best case scenario.
Do you remember earlier,
3.
Tom, where I said, if you set your own expectations low, anything there is a victory? That's a...
So basically what you're saying in this scenario is that 3 is better than 1.
3 is better than 1?
2 is also better than 1. Maybe we should aim low.
1 is better than none. There's always that. So
but they've already got
they
one.
are setting up.
You've got one.
For
Your one
the
is
B-bomb
safe.
site, Tom. They're about to head in. Look, we can mull over the finer points of
Would you
what
like
it
to
means.
gamble and go for a 2?
If I'm GodSent, I think they can manage. I think they can get another round on the board. You know, I don't want to just rail into them because they have looked good up until now. Liquid, like I say, in my opinion, Liquid are like the second best team in the world right now. Naflight, look at him go. The issue is if you let this guy get confident, there's just no stopping him. And I think a lot of teams have started to realize that. Naf gets bullied quite a lot by teams, you know, not in like the verbal, physical sense, in-game. Freddie B going to shut down 2 more before Taco comes in with the trade. Liquid up 13-1. And this map is done, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, even just in this round, there was a lot of sort of 1-by-1 peaks.
Yeah.
They need to sort of take a leaf out of Noah's book and collect them in 2s.
That was nice.
Got a Bible joke in there.
More of like a reference than a joke. But yeah, well, I liked it, Tom. I liked it. Yeah, no, I have to agree. I'm not even saying it's over because of how well Liquid are playing, like all the round difference. You can just kind of tell that GodSent aren't really feeling this. Twist gets a bit over-aggressive there. And actually, Twist trumps Twist. That happened for the first time. Hey. 4-on-4.
Although I think Avantgarde, this is their...
And the way GodSent are playing this, it's quite like just isolated battles coming in. You know, we don't really see them grouping up.
It just looked like the people that needed to be playing well.
They want to be setting up 10 towards the A-bomb site, so maybe we're going to see some more of that now. They pulled this round back to a 4-4. Nitro falls to Hampus. That's a nice shot with the Deagle.
They said in the interview yesterday they're going for a 3-0.
They just have to contend with Taco, who sits inside of the pit right now. They're wrapping around long. Freddie B up in apartments. Fight with Hampus on short. Smokes himself out. Another fight in with Freddie coming through. Almost a second. He's going to drop Hampus. They haven't dealt with Taco, who's still causing a ruckus down here in the pit. Twist trying to peek on over. Taco's onto number 3, and it all falls on a Disco Doppelin. Back against the wall, bomb in hand. Orps out. Does finally deal with the Brazilian beast that was causing them so many problems. Now it's just Naf to topple, and Naf wins the fight. Of course he does. He trades out his teammate from the pit, and Liquid 14-1 at the end of the first half.
I think what I've learned is if you get too close to Taco, you're going to get the cheese.
Wow. Wow, Tom, that was... we've reached a new low here, and we would like to apologize for the actions of...
Yeah, Tom has been let go.
Yeah, he's no longer with us. We've just decided to call... I don't know who would get in to replace you.
Jonathan.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Jonathan Byron.
This is like... yeah, exactly. Such a,
no one gets that joke.
They don't. And there are the odds, the live odds. 13. That's pretty monumental.
Well, if you think GodSent are going to win, now is a damn good time to head over to Loopnet.
If you're a big believer in the comeback here, now is the time. I kind of romanticize this a lot by saying for GodSent they have a lot to prove. I don't overly disappointed. Like, obviously, if they lose this...
I think they would be
yeah, you will be disappointed, but at the same time, it's like... I think Liquid, like I say, contending for that like top spot. They want to win this event as well. They've come into it very, very focused. GodSent, this is like one of their first pretty big-sized lands they're all at, right? So, yeah, you know, you're going to get torn a new one every now and again. It's a learning experience, Tom. And actually, in this retake, they've pulled it back into a 3-on-2. They're going to try and take the fight with Twist, and now makes it the 2 versus 2. Twist going to help out 1v1 versus Brolin, and Twist gets it all. 15-1 map point for Team Liquid. They just need to win one anti-eco, and they've done it 16-1 here on Inferno. What a performance it's been.
Just Twist just enjoying his food, just like midway through, having a little chew. Like, I don't know how anyone could be that chill. Like, if I win a close 1v1, I basically panic, and I'm like sweating, like everything's going wrong, and they're just like, yeah, that was kind of easy. Yeah, it came down to 1v1, but, you know, guys, it's done. All right, on to the next round. Let's carry on. Like, they're just so unbelievably calm. Hampus, there we go. He's got that eager second shot as well. Can he get the third? Hampus just explodes into the round. 4 kills for Hampus. Not quite the ace, but that's one hell of a round from the Swede, showing us at least a glimpse of what this GodSent team can do. It's left onto Nitro. A 1 versus 4. He'd need to ace it now. He'd need to one-up Hampus if he's going to win this round, and it's not happening. Twist peeks in. What in the name of God was that?
Well, you see, there is nothing more scary than a man with nothing to lose. That's what they say, and Hampus definitely had nothing to lose there. Just raw aim, that's all it took with the Deeg. It's you know, the second one's amazing, and then it's like the readjustment for these final 2 I love. The repositioning onto Naf, finding that. Admittedly not a headshot, could have looked a lot prettier. If I'm going to judge him.
You're not impressed?
Oh, I'm very impressed. Hampus is, hopefully, you know, we can see him warm up a bit now. But, oh, it's a deco from Team Liquid. Everyone's favorite matchmaking strat. They're going to head over here towards apartments. I'm hoping that if we can see them start to land a couple of nice shots, even if they change together a few more rounds to make this more respectable, map number 2 is going to be a much closer affair. That's the dream.
Yeah, it's their choice as well. So,
yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure they didn't choose this yesterday when they played it either. I'm pretty sure it was Renegade's choice. So, it's not like this is a map that like, it is a map they like to play, but I would say that it's not one that they played to this level. Nitro sneaking in. Oh, he gets a double for himself as well, and he's just completely opened up the A side. Not like this, GodSent. At least try and end this with some pride. It is just going to be down a leash. He gets himself a 3rd kill in this round, and it's looking like he's just put this to bed. Freddie B, well, I'm not a Freddie believer.
Well, let's see if he can prove you wrong, Tom. I don't even know where to go with that joke. So, never mind, he's going to die. Elise